What's up, all you loyal Decepticon dudes and dudettes? Toy Shiz here, and I got a really quick review for you today. We're going to be talking all about the brand new Hasbro Transformers Cyberverse Decepticon Shockwave. Shockwave was always one of my favorite Transformers next to Starscream. He had that really interesting looking head to him. I always just thought he was so menacing looking. He rarely ever showed up on the cartoon that I remember, but as it became more of a show, and then later down the line with everything, you kind of... I also remember reading the comics back in the day, and Shockwave actually played a really big role into that. They've kind of changed him a bunch here and there, but he's always been kind of like the one that Megatron left in command, and then he subsequently took over Cybertron and wasn't really happy when Megatron came back, unless they've retconned all that. But that's Shockwave to me. He's looking great. Love the paint on this thing. I especially love the packaging of this. I like that he's kind of out in the open. You can kind of fiddle around with him and see him before you test him out. This is one of those toys where if you find him, you might want to grab him because he's a very vibrant toy. I think he's very appealing to kids. Love the old kind of G1 inspired. Cyberverse seems to be a real G1 mixture match of all the various Transformers incarnations over the years, movies, other series, stuff like that. But nonetheless, it's very cool. I'm not going to collect this line. I just pick and choose kind of which ones remind me of the old G1 toys, basically. So, couldn't pass this one up. It's a very menacing looking Shockwave. Really, really dig it. And I'm very excited to get him out of the packaging. I'm not one of those people that transform these things. It's kind of like I kind of leave him in robot mode for the most part. So, I will do a transformation of him so I can show him off and all that good stuff. But I'm just really happy to get him out of the packaging. Let's take a look. And here's the evil scientist, ruler, warlord. He does it all, man. This is Shockwave, and he's a big purple-pink transformer, and he's happy to show it off. Comes with this really cool, really nicely printed instruction booklet on how to transform him. He's got about 14 steps or so. It's not too bad. I shouldn't have too much of a trouble transforming this guy. As a joke, I think in one of my previous reviews, I was like, I don't know why these new Transformers are such a pain for me to transform. It takes me like an hour when it should be like 2 seconds. Kids can do it better probably with a Rubik's Cube. Anyways, here he is all up close. Really, really, like I said before, love the paint, love the insignia right on his chest. Came out really nice. The head does move. It's just going to go left and right. It's not like on a ball or anything like that. He is kind of limited in the articulation. The arms are going to go 360. The legs are going to go out. But he does have very minor articulation, just in terms of if you want to pose him and such. But I think for the most part, it's all there. It's got this really wonky piece that sticks out right there. I'm sure that's part of the weird transformation that he has. But it's just, now that's all I see. I don't know why I didn't see that earlier, but it just sticks out. Here's the back of him. Not much going on. The back has this weird circle thingamajig that I'm sure that will play a part also in his transformation. So that being said, he's got nice big bulky feet. I always like big chunky feet when you got Transformers. He stands really, really well as a thing. And he's got a gimmick for the arm. Looks like if I pulled this right here. Yeah, okay, so that's cool. I guess it's a Shockwave blaster, kind of reminiscent of his old G1 blaster kind of thing. I don't know. He's got a much bigger gun this time around, but let's see if I can do this again. Okay, so yeah, it shoots out. I see what they're trying to do. It's supposed to be like a ripple warping effect to like a single point, and then he'll fire that off. I think nothing comes out, nothing like shoots out. It's not a missile or anything. That's all it does. I actually kind of like that. It's less pieces to lose and less pieces to try and keep together. I'm gonna do it one more time. Nah, that's cool. I guess you know what I mean. You can't expect much. It's one of those. This is a $20 toy. Keep that in mind. But this is very much a basic toy. This isn't like, I guess, one of those studio series or like supposed to be like a high end. I don't exactly agree with the price point. I was buying Power of the Primes. Much more of a transformation and everything else. They were $16. This guy's $20, and he is out in the open. So if you're gonna do for $20, I expect a little bit more. Here's his knees. They go back and forth, all that good stuff. And like I said, he's got nice clunky feet. Stands well. But anyways, back to the price. It's just trying to say that, if you're going to do something like this, got to give him a little bit more. You got to offer me a little bit more for my buck, because $20 is asking a lot. He's a very, very light transformer too. He's not a lot of heft. I can't wait to transform this thing, see what he does. So here's Shockwave. Let's go ahead. Let's transform. Let's see how long it takes. Well, in case you're wondering, that took about 85 minutes to transform. No, I'm just kidding. It took me a lot longer than I thought, and it's actually a really simple transformation. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not a whole lot to it. It's okay. He turns into like this tank as opposed to his original G1. Big ray gun, basically. You know what I mean? So, it's nice. It's an overall nice figure. I think I liked it a lot more than it was in the packaging than I have it out now. It's going to be a nice display for your figures. But if you guys are aware of the new reveals that just hit about New York Comic Con, you know, they said next year they're going to be doing Transformers Siege, and now they have a brand new, like, really super cool, really just the colors and everything else, the general look. They're coming out with a brand new Shockwave figure in that sense, and he's, like, ridiculously G1 looking. So I'm definitely going to grab him. I like this figure for what it is. I'm not going to lie. I think he's going to look good on your shelf. But he shouldn't be $20, but there isn't a whole lot to him. And I don't think a lot of people that are into Transformers are really going to dig this. I just happen to be one of those pick and chooser kind of things. So I'm going to leave you guys at that. I hope you dug the review, and I hope you can make a decision for yourself if you are going to purchase Shockwave or if you're not going to purchase Shockwave. Drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, find some fantastic action figures. Maybe unlike this one. I don't really know. And when you do, let me know what you find. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.